At the airport, all the BTS members were together, but many people focused particularly on Jimin and Jungkook. This bothered some fans who support other couples that have never been real. These people constantly look for proof or gestures to demonstrate that their favorite couples exist, but what we saw at the airport with Jimin and Jungkook was genuine and natural. Jungkook showed us once again why Jimin is so important to him and why he doesn't want to be separated from him, even in public places where everyone can see them. As mentioned before, many people didn't like what they saw at the airport and started talking about how their favorite couple had gone to a restaurant without staff or cameras. They also brought up very old moments that are no longer relevant, just because they need some excuse, even if it's from years ago, to believe that what they support is real. According to them, they ate alone at that restaurant, and the owner confirmed it, but as we all know, the owner only said that because he wanted publicity for his business. What we saw at the airport doesn't need any further explanation or to look for clues where there aren't any. What happened at the airport was clear and evident to everyone who saw the footage. Jimin and Jungkook proved once again that their relationship is real in those small details captured by the cameras. We saw how they remain connected and how their affection grows stronger with time. At the airport, Jungkook walked faster to be next to Jimin, something that caught the attention of those watching. Then, at security, he held Jimin's jacket as he went through the metal detectors. This simple yet meaningful gesture showed how much he cares about Jimin's well-being. Throughout their time at the airport, Jungkook almost never left Jimin's side, always staying close to him. These actions demonstrate that their bond is special and goes beyond simple friendship. Jungkook's gestures toward Jimin at the airport were very clear and left no doubt about their closeness. They weren't premeditated or rehearsed actions, but natural movements that showed how they feel about each other. When Jungkook adjusted Jimin's jacket or walked beside him, he was showing his affection in a way that everyone could see. These small actions are what truly reveal the nature of their relationship, far more than any rumor or unconfirmed story. What we saw at the airport is just one more example of the special connection between Jimin and Jungkook. Over the years, we've seen their relationship grow and strengthen. They don't need grand gestures or public statements to show their feelings because their daily actions speak for themselves. While some continue to look for evidence in the wrong places, Jimin and Jungkook continue to demonstrate through their actions how important they are to each other, no matter where they are or who is watching. Jimin and Jungkook have shown their affection on many occasions, especially when performing live for us all. Jimin has a very smooth and expressive style that highlights Jungkook's strength and precision in dancing, while Jungkook's playful touch makes Jimin's grace shine even brighter. These aren't just performances to make fans happy. Jimin and Jungkook share many genuine and authentic moments that we can clearly see. No matter what they do, there will always be people who criticize them, but they can't make everyone like them. What they can do is show themselves as they truly are and continue with their love because they genuinely don't care what those people who only seek to create problems say. When Jimin and Jungkook are on stage, their connection is very special and easy to notice. During performances, they always look at each other and smile as if they share a secret. Jimin moves with incredible delicacy, and Jungkook responds to each of his movements with an energy that perfectly complements them. This way of understanding each other without speaking demonstrates that they share a very strong connection that goes beyond what we normally see between co-workers. The two know exactly how to move together and how to highlight each other, creating a performance that is much more than just dancing. It's as if they are telling a story of friendship and affection. Some people criticize relationships like Jimin and Jungkook's, saying they only promote unfounded romantic notions, but there is plenty of evidence to the contrary. Jimin and Jungkook always choose to be close to each other, sharing glances and gestures that go beyond the professional. This was very clear in a recent moment we witnessed at the airport, where they looked very comfortable and happy together, talking and laughing as they always do. That image refutes those who say their relationship has changed for the worse or that it's just a marketing strategy to attract attention. Jimin and Jungkook's relationship has evolved over time, demonstrating that they have matured and their affection has grown stronger. In their early years, Their interactions were more playful and spontaneous, full of jokes and casual physical contact, typical of young people building their friendship. Now, their gestures are more subtle but just as meaningful: a hand on the shoulder during difficult moments, a supportive look during challenging interviews, or simply the way their bodies naturally gravitate toward each other when they're in the same space. This evolution demonstrates that their connection hasn't faded, but rather deepened and become more significant over the years. At the airport, we clearly saw that Jimin and Jungkook remain very close, despite what some people say. The images showed the two chatting animatedly, with relaxed body language that showed they were completely comfortable together. Unlike other public appearances where interactions can seem forced, there was a naturalness between them that only people who truly care for each other possess. These kinds of authentic moments are what define their relationship, far beyond any comments or rumors circulating about them. Their private connection remains intact, regardless of external pressures or speculation. Those who insist on denying the importance of Jimin and Jungkook's relationship don't understand that some human connections don't need labels or complicated explanations. The story of their bond, with all its special moments, speaks for itself and doesn't need anyone's validation to be real. While some search for logical reasons for every gesture, the truth is that some friendships simply exist, grow, and strengthen regardless of the categories others try to impose. Jimin and Jungkook have built something unique that can't be categorized, and perhaps that's why it generates so many reactions, because it can't be fully explained with the ordinary words we use to describe relationships. The relationship between Jimin and Jungkook has changed over time. Before, their moments together were brief and infrequent. Now, it's more common to see them interacting and spending time together. They don't try to hide this connection; instead, they naturally display it in public. For those who have followed their story, these moments aren't mere scenes, but clear examples of a relationship that has grown stronger and more visible over time. Some people don't understand the special bond between Jimin and Jungkook. Some human connections don't need labels or complicated explanations to be real. The story of their connection, with all its special moments, proves its authenticity and doesn't need validation from others. While some seek logical reasons for every gesture, the truth is that some friendships simply exist, grow, and strengthen regardless of the categories people try to impose on them. Jimin and Jungkook don't just communicate with gestures. They also connect in a way that transcends the ordinary. When they're together, they hold hands, give each other massages, gaze at each other calmly, and look out for one another at every moment. These actions aren't repeated with all the band members; they're only seen between the two of them. Interestingly, this happens both in public and in private, showing that their relationship remains the same regardless of whether people are watching. In several videos, you can see them preparing before a concert. In those moments, they're together, supporting each other. One energizes the other, calms them if they're nervous, they speak in hushed tones, and they make sure they're both ready to go on stage. These moments show how they care for and worry about each other, demonstrating that their connection is real and strong, not only in front of the cameras but also in private. The evolution of their relationship is noticeable in how they interact now compared to before. Before, their moments together were more distant and sporadic, while now they appear closer and more constant. This transformation has been gradual and natural, showing how their bond has strengthened over time. Those who have followed their story from the beginning can clearly see this difference and understand how their relationship has grown to become more visible and solid. What's special about the connection between Jimin and Jungkook is that it doesn't follow pre-established patterns or fit into common categories. They have built something unique that can't be easily explained with the ordinary words we use to describe relationships between people. This uniqueness draws many to their story, who see it as an example of an authentic connection that transcends labels and social expectations.